What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Movie Emporium's HBO original series review of It Welcome to Derry. This will follow Season 1, Episode 5, which is entitled Neibolt Street. It's directed by Emmanuel Osei-Kuffour Jr. Okay, I gotta ask everyone out there, whoever watches this review, did you not see Matty come in as Pennywise? Did it not seem like a full-on, hey, we're going to do that twist later on in the episode, and we're going to make you think Matty's alive, but he's really not? I've seen way too many movies and TV shows at this point, especially ones that pull this trick, and I have come to the realization that it is not a very good trick, and not knowing that Matty was not going to turn to Pennywise is kind of you might want to go back and rewatch the episode type of thing. It's not to make fun of you as a person. It's just you should see it coming from a mile away. I mean, to be fair, we may be in the know, but the kids are kids, so they're always going to miss the important factor that, you know, this thing eats people and kills people, and therefore Matty is being used as a conduit. You know, if they've seen any person that doesn't look right, I mean, it's that type of thing. So therefore, I'm like, all right, you're pulling this gag and you're doing this. It's to get the kids to Pennywise. We finally have, you know, Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise. He comes in, he's glorious as always. He has some great moments. Then they pull the Taylour, like, is able to escape the army, and the MacGuffin is able to stop Pennywise before he eats Susie, and it's creepy and scary because there's stuff involving Dick Halloran, there's stuff involving Hanlon and his friend Rousseau. The military goes to Neibolt Street, which is that crazy dilapidated house, and of course they get overcome by the clown that is Pennywise, by the creature that is it, the thing, and it's a lot of just like, we can kind of see it coming from a mile away. It's the 5th episode of 8 episodes. It's something that you kind of have to go with it, to be fairly honest, because you know the army isn't going to succeed. You know these kids aren't going to succeed. They're going to stop it, think they stop it, and it's going to be gone for 27 years, and there's going to be a bloody event, and I'm sure some more people are going to die, and it is what it is at this point. This is just not a great episode. It has creepy moments, but it more relies on the creepiness. We see the Taylour Paige wife character as she shows up in the sewers, and we know it's not her, so we get the creepy factor, and you know the kids are exploring the sewers as Pennywise / Matty has done, and then you have the army stuff, and it's just like, I like the vibes of this episode. I just don't like the episode in general, to be fairly honest. The vibes are really cool. You know, how Dick Halloran is basically, as they jump in that really deep pool or whatever in the sewers, Halloran gets sucked down into like this void. He comes out into a bathtub. He sees his grandmother, and then his father comes into the mix and opens up the box, which I'm assuming is going to help Halloran just kind of have his shining abilities, not shining, I just said The Simpsons, but have his shining abilities pop out. And yeah, and then of course, you know, Marcy comes into the mix as the next person in this group, and she has the eye issue that she had from the last episode, and Hanlon brings his family to the base because he realizes that this entity, it could affect his family. And then you know, Ronnie's father is taking the Shawshank, but he's able to escape because somebody was able to crash the bus and kill a bunch of people. And then Ronnie and the Emmanuel and Stowe character, you find out, are in love with one another, which I think was in another episode. But this episode really, to be fairly honest, is to get us through the halfway point, is to get us to Pennywise the Clown, to give Bill Skarsgård some money so he can come on and do Pennywise itself. Like I said, the stuff with Pennywise, when Matty and the bodies start appearing to the kids, is really cool. Then we see like Pennywise starting to turn out from Matty, like the head opens up and like the body starts shifting as he's moving around. It's some really cool stuff, and his singing and the kids running away. It's a lot of cool effects. Like the idea of like Uncle Sam coming out and killing the two soldiers was a lot of fun. And once again, it's a lot of fun in the creature department, but the story is just kind of like, when you know what happens in the 80s or the 90s, whatever version, the 2017 movie, it kind of makes it hard to understand why these individuals are doing what they're doing. Like, you know, Rose realizing after the Indian tribe has made the realization that Taylour has been captured. Rose comes in and talks to Francis, and, you know, as much as she tries to get him to leave, they don't. So she brings out that crystal and it holds at bay, like I said, when it attacks Susie and all that stuff. And it just, I don't know. I feel like this series needed not to be here. I don't understand the whole point of this. You know, like I said, cool special effects, cool magistry and stuff like that. And then the pillars are talked about. They're underneath is what keeping the Pennywise at bay. And I'm assuming that the pillars are destroyed. That's why he's able to get out like he is in the movies. And there's a whole scene, like I said, with the Taylour Paige character and Hanlon shoots what he thinks is his wife, but it turns out not to be his wife. And then they come to the realization they just need to shoot whoever they see. Maybe it's like a gym teacher or something like that. And then, of course, Rousseau is killed because he mistakes his son for being Pennywise. His son escapes, of course, from the base and ends up killing Rousseau, which is kind of expected, to be fairly honest. Someone's got to die, someone important, so it's got to make Hanlon basically more vulnerable, I guess you could say. And then, of course, Hanlon is able to escape from his trenches, but without, the realization, because he sees a dead Rousseau walking. So the Shining thing is very much in play at that point with his character. I think opening the box really enhances what we'll see in the Shining itself. I don't entirely know. But once again, showing the darkness of Derry, you see it with the Madaline Stowe character and her husband, who's a alcoholic. Like, everyone's in this village or this town of Derry is an alcoholic, and there is some disturbing stuff there. It's like, you better not burn my steak again, and it just okay, cool. But once again, it's not the worst episode of the season. It's a lot of it is kind of fun to watch when it comes to like I keep saying, the ghost and the aspects and the way Pennywise uses it. Once again, Bill Skarsgård is a standout because he's really good as Pennywise. Just the use of how the thing works, and once again, why is that crystal piece that thing, that the oblong piece that they have, why is that able to hold him, but he's never seen again in the movies? It's just a lot of the R2-D2 has rockets on him in the prequels. So yeah, that's the Neibolt Street episode. It's a way for us to get introduced to Pennywise. It's a way for the military to get, attacked and obliterated in a lot of respects. And it's a way for Hanlon to start realizing what's happening, for Halloran to get more of his shining powers, and for Pennywise to be reintroduced to the series. So there you go. So with that said, my final score is a 6 out of 10. We'll go there because at least it has Pennywise, but that's about all it has. So there you go. Anyways, with that said, that is my take on Neibolt Street, the 5th episode of season 1 of Welcome to Derry. I do appreciate you watching. What did you like about this episode in the comments below? What did you not like? Did you like the kids taking the pills and having them be all slow and stuff like that? Tell me what you think of that. What do you think of Pennywise finally being introduced? We still have 3 more episodes, so it was a little late. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. But otherwise, if you like what you see on this channel, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find what's coming next. If you like this video, awesome. Hit that like button. And as always, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out, guys.